Welcome to Nocturnally Indigo. Are you here for a tarot read? Great. Did you have a particular question in mind? Your strengths? We can definitely look into that. So to get started, I want you to look at these three piles. This is number 1. Number 2. And number 3. I want you to look at these three piles and the images corresponding to them and see which one calls to you. And then once you have chosen your pile, I want you to scroll down to the comments and click on the timestamp corresponding to whichever one you chose. If you need more time, please pause the video right here and let's go see what your strengths are. Hi, you came for pile 1? Great. And it was the picture of the street? Perfect. Let's get started. And you wanted to know about your strengths. Okay. I think that's a wonderful question to ask because we all want to play to our strengths and, work on our weaknesses. But the step before playing to them, you gotta know what they are first. So I think that is a great question to ask. Let's see what the cards have to say. The Queen of Cups. You're very intuitive, very in tune with your emotions, very nurturing. I am sensing a wisdom coming off of this card. A sense of knowing when to say the right thing. Like you're someone who always says the right thing. The Two of Wands. You know when to go. You don't linger for more time than necessary. You know when to go to suit your... You know when to go to... You know how when you dwell on something past the time necessary, it starts to degrade you? You guys don't have that problem. You have an adventurous side to you. A side of you that likes to explore the world. That was really bad singing. The starfish in her crown are really standing out to me. So maybe look up the spirit animal of the starfish because it might be calling to you. When I think of a starfish, I think of soft but mysterious and likes to spread out. Like going along with the adventurousness, liking to spread your wings and fly. The Page of Wands. Spreading your wings and flying, venturing out and being an explorer, seeing things for the first time. That's what the Page of Wands card symbolizes for me. Someone who likes to see things for the first time, seeing unfamiliar things, chasing the unknown, making the unknown your home. That's what I'm getting off of these cards. The Ten of Swords. So the thing that comes with chasing the unknown, the thing that comes with making the unknown your home, the thing that comes with venturing out into new experiences is that you may not like everything that you see. So that's what I'm getting from the Ten of Swords card. Did I say Ten of Wands? That's what I'm getting off of this Ten of Swords card. And I think I said Ten of Wands because you are someone who has a knack for turning harmful and painful experiences into something of your benefit. Turning harmful and painful experiences into a learning opportunity and using everything to back you up and using everything to add to your foundation, add to the foundation that makes you who you are. So adding to the building blocks that make you who you are and using everything to grow and get taller, per se. No matter if the experience feels good or not in the moment. Taking all the raw materials and using it to assemble yourself into something greater than who you were before. No matter how much pain you have to work through in the process of being able to uncover the raw materials. No matter how much the digging hurts. That makes sense with the maturity, the emotional maturity that I'm sensing off of this Queen of Cups card, because emotional maturity is acquired from experiencing all different emotions and learning from them. And, adding them to your emotional arsenal, if you will. Of course, and that works with knowing what to say at the right time because you have a really good gauge of the temperature, of the emotional temperature of different situations. That only comes from having experienced a lot of emotions in your day. And that includes all the quote-unquote bad ones or all the painful ones as well. Low lows, high highs. But you can't have the high highs without the low lows. That type of thing. You're willing to experience all of it. You're willing to explore all of it. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Should we take them? Okay, let's take them. The Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, turning a painful experience, getting the lesson and the raw material from the painful experience and turning it into something that makes you more stable in the long run. The Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Having a knack for turning your experiences into something that profits in the real world. And if you haven't done that yet, just know that success comes from adversity. And so I'm seeing that you are able to turn adversity into something that benefits you in the end, because you're able to turn it into understanding, and understanding builds you up. And it also builds up your relationship with yourself as well as your relationship with other people. I'm seeing that you're very perceptive with the Two of Pentacles card here. It's like you have so much information coming to you all at once that you have to go into this Four of Swords energy sometimes and rest a little bit in order to sort everything out. But once you sort everything out, you come out more stable and with more understanding than before. You're also very well liked by other people. I'm seeing that people are fighting over you a little bit. It's almost like you're a mom in an emotional sense, but in a good way. In a way that is nurturing, and you make people feel safe is what I'm trying to say. You make people feel safe emotionally. Yeah, and you also have a habit of not dwelling on things. You have a habit of taking the punches and, healing, instead of, taking the punches and, wonder why you were punched and go into judgment and go into all of these things and go into revenge and all of these things. No, you get punched and you understand why you were punched, and then you heal and you're never punched again like that ever again, because you learned from the experience. That's what I'm getting off of you guys. Okay, I'm going to pull a oracle card to see what your advice is. You're open to new experiences. Like, you're very open in an emotional sense, which then translates to being open in a physical sense as well. Like being open with your physical world. Like if you're open emotionally, people who are open emotionally have a tendency to be okay with trying new foods, going to new places, doing things that are more open in the physical world. If that makes sense at all? Okay, so you got Council of Light. Awakening, and Trust Your Path. I'm gonna put them actually this way so that you guys can see how pretty they are, because they're so pretty. I was gonna read from the book, but since 3 cards fell out, I feel like this video would be too long if I read from the book. But with the Awakening card and the Council of Light card, it looks like you have a lot of helpers in the spirit realm. You have a lot of helpers that are unseen, a lot of unseen energies helping you. And as well as a lot of people helping you as well. Yeah, I think you were meant to experience all these new things and go through all these new things in order to learn from it and grow from it, and in the future help other people through it. Yeah, with the Trust Your Path, all of the experiences that you have had, whether they're good or whether they're not so good, have been to aid you in your journey, have been to build you up, have been to create a stronger foundation, to allow your inner light to shine in the way that it was meant to be, unfiltered. All of that understanding has meant to back that. And all of that understanding has meant to cement your path and you know, beckon you and allow you to venture along your path in a way that is meant to be. Even though it may seem like you don't know what you're doing, even though it may seem like everything is falling apart, it was all meant to happen that way, because the understanding that you gain from that feeling of everything falling apart builds you up in a way that where you can help other people who are feeling like everything is falling apart. If that makes sense at all? Like, you're meant to go through it so you can help other people through it. And also, I'm getting the sense that helping other people is a part of your path, but I'm getting the sense that it's also bigger than that. It's not just limited to helping other people. It's bigger than that. But that, how big it is, it unfolds the more that you follow your path. Ooh. So those are all of your strengths. I hope this video helped you in any way. I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hi. You chose pile number 2? Great. I love that picture too. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I loved how the water droplet reflected the sunset. That was very pretty. Did you have a specific question? Your strengths. Oh, that's a really good question. Yes, I believe that we should all play to our strengths. It's important. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. How was your day today? Alright, we had the Two of Swords. Wow, I was just thinking that the cards are really indecisive. You're good at looking at different options. You're good at weighing all the options. And it may outwardly express as you being indecisive, but it's just because you're looking at every angle. The Hierophant in reverse. You're very independent. That's a strength. The Six of Pentacles. Generous, independent. Lives in the gray between the black and the white. I feel like this is giving me your personality. What are your strengths, though? Oh, you just got a lot of cards. So, the World, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Powerful. You're like a force to be reckoned with. Powerful, independent, kind, generous, lives in the gray. I don't want to say indecisive because I feel like you guys, you do make up your mind, but it just takes a while. But when it clicks, it clicks. You know? It's like you go back and forth for a long time and then something snaps and you're like, oh wait, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I wanted. You have a lot of fire. There's a lot of lust here. So it could be that people feel lustful towards you. You attract a lot of attention. I feel like you're one of those people who is a love or a hate because you seem to have a strong personality and you are so independent that some people just don't know how to react to you. But you're very good at doing you, which is such a strength. Because I believe that if we try to be ourselves as much as possible, and that includes getting to know ourselves and play to our strengths, that's how we succeed in this world. And you seem to do that quite naturally. Like you seem to be very connected to yourself and are on the journey of knowing yourself. It feels like that's what you prioritize. That's where the independence comes from. It comes from a connection to yourself. Yeah, it's like you know where to find your own happiness. And you don't need anyone to bring it to you. And that makes other people feel super jealous and super, like other people who don't have that ability, that makes them feel super jealous and makes them want to fight. But you're so kind and loving. And yet so fiery at the same time. It's like you have a lot of different sides to you. Yeah, it's like you abide to the truth of always knowing more about yourself and always having to learn more about yourself because you're ever changing. Which I definitely agree with. There's always more to learn about yourself. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say for some advice. Alright, so what's the advice? Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I'm going to read from the book for you guys, just because I really like how it's written in the book. Ooh, let me turn it this way so you can see it as I'm reading, because these cards are so pretty. It looks like the picture that you guys picked with all the pink. Okay. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing your work. You are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within yourselves. It is time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight or flight freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside. And Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. Ah! Ladybug! Oh my god, that really scared me. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay, so while I was reading, the phrase that stood out to me was, while you are in this phase, don't put yourself under pressure to perform. So I feel like you guys are very hard on yourselves, and it makes sense with the indecisiveness because you want it to be perfect. You want it to be right. You know, you don't want to make a wrong choice. And I think that kind of thinking and high expectations go hand in hand, which translates to you being hard on yourself. So this card is saying, take time to nurture yourself and soothe yourself rather than to hold yourself to any type of expectation, because it all happens perfectly when you're relaxed. That's the trick. Everything works out when you, in your mind and in your body and in your spirit, are relaxed. Because when you trust, you relax. And you know, you hear every word of trust. You know, like trust the universe, have faith, all of that, the root of all of that is relaxation. So, and in order to allow yourself to relax, soothing and healing and giving yourself time to rest and not holding yourself to any expectations is the potion to relaxation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Those were your strengths. I hope that it resonated with you, and I also hope that you guys have an amazing, wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi. You chose group 3, right? Great. I'm glad you liked the picture. I liked it too as well. I know, I hope I could visit in person. I imagine what it would look like in person. Whoa, okay. So we're looking at your strengths, right? Great, just making sure. So you got 3 cards out so far. You have the Devil in reverse, you have the Emperor in reverse, and you also have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you're very in touch with the physical world. You are very direct and strong with your decisions. You go against the grain of what other people believe that you should do or of what everybody else is doing. You also have a presence to you where you make people stand in their truths around you. Like with this Devil card in reverse, I'm seeing that around you, you have a way of making people face themselves when they're around you. And I feel like, see, these traits are really good. But the thing about these traits is that people give you a lot of resistance for having traits like these, for not going with the crowd. And so I feel like you get a lot of resistance from other people. But you guys are leaders. You guys are meant to do your own thing. And you know, every leader that you can think of, they all have haters. They all are met with resistance. The resistance is the test. And I feel like you guys are being met with a lot of resistance right now, which is why I'm saying that. But don't give up these traits that you have. They are your strengths. Even though you may not have an easy time having these traits, being strong-minded like this, it's definitely a strength. Even if the feedback that you're getting is quite opposite. So you have the 3 of Swords upright, going through some stuff. Okay, we all have times when we're going through stuff, ups and downs. You can't have the ups without the downs. But when you're in the down, it's hard to remember what the up even feels like. I feel like that's where you guys are right now. The 5 of Swords. Some riff-raff, huh? You guys are very strong-minded. You guys know what you want. You guys go for what you want. You guys aren't shy about making it known what you want. You guys have a strong sense of purpose. You guys are very in touch with the physical world. You can make it happen if you really put your mind to it. And all of those traits have a tendency to make people who don't know what they want, make people who are not in touch with the physical world, make people who are very easy to convince. It makes those people feel like they're less than. And I feel like that's where this resistance is coming from, that I'm feeling with you guys. This riffraff. I feel like that's where it's all coming from. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, it's like the Emperor is turned in reverse by the 9 of Swords card. Anxiety, sadness. But I see you guys still sticking to what you want. I see you guys still sticking to what you know. I see you guys still sticking to yourselves. Which is this sadness, this stuff that you're going through right now, it's all a test to see how much you're willing to give up. And it's a test to see how much you, we don't know how strong we are until we're tested. And I feel like this is one of those times for you to discover how strong you really are, because I'm sensing a strength here. The Ten of Pentacles. Making it happen in the physical world. You guys. It'll pay off. Ten of Pentacles. The tests will pay off. But first you need to see how strong you are. Because once you see your strength, your confidence increases. And the Ten of Pentacles is a card of confidence as well. So maybe you do have to walk alone for a few. But solitude teaches you who you are as a person so that you can be a better, your relationship with everybody else is based on your relationship with yourself. And walking in solitude strengthens your relationship with yourself. So maybe you do have to walk alone for a few. You're strengthening your relationship with yourself. You're seeing how strong you really are. You're upping your confidence through this strength. And you're also getting to know yourself better in the process. The King of Cups. Gaining emotional maturity through all of the emotional stuff that you are experiencing at the moment. So you know how the physical world works, you know how to get what you want in the physical, and now you are being taught the emotional realm. Lucky. You're very lucky. Okay, let's see what your oracle cards have to say. Yes. Just say yes. So whatever question you're wondering, the answer is yes. Let me read to you what the book says, just because I really like how it was written. I feel like you're going through a lot of misunderstandings right now. Like, on both sides. The book literally just says a bunch of yeses. Okay, I feel like I'm feeling an energy of misunderstanding within this spread, and I think that's also what's causing this Nine of Swords energy, this sadness. It's like everybody just wants to be understood. And the path of solitude that you are experiencing right now is teaching you how to bring that understanding into yourself. With this King of Cups card. Because the King of Cups is filled with emotional understanding to the point where he can help others achieve he can bring emotional understanding to other people as well. And I feel like that's what you're developing right now. How to bring a sense of understanding to yourself. And whatever you're wondering, the answer is yes. Let's see what the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck card, you got Starseed. What lights you up? So I'm getting that the question that you have is about your life path. The answer is yes. Whatever has happened has been completely written in the stars. You set up these experiences for yourself before you came into this lifetime. Nothing was by chance. Nothing was accidental. You did this so you could teach yourself. So you could teach yourself more about yourself through this path of solitude. So you could see where other people around you are backwards and also where you yourself are backwards. I'm going to read you what the Starseed card has to say. I really like how these are written. So it says, Starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with the feeling that time is running out and there is something that they came here to do or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel like there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Cheesy but true. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. Relatable. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share. And treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. So I hope that helped. Those are your strengths. I hope that this reading resonated with you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.